Hello, family, and welcome back to Journey to Harmony. I'm your host, Wes, and I'm very happy to be with you once again. Today, we're just going to talk a little bit about the prospect of being consistent. For one, a little bit dressed up today. We just got out of church here. But yeah, just looking to encourage us in this as we are beginning this new year. A lot of times, what happens is that as the new year begins, there's so many people with different resolutions, different thoughts about how they're going to plan the full year. And what happens is that eventually a lot of people end up falling by the wayside. Not as much because they didn't have a great vision or a great goal, a great process that they wanted to implement, but it's a lot of times because they didn't change their environment for which they were in. And this is a word of encouragement to us, right? So it's a lot easier for us to let the currents take us, to carry us along as it goes. But also, it's a lot more difficult to fight against the currents. So if your environment is set up where, say, you want to lose weight, right, and you decide that you want to change the way your body looks, but you're buying a lot of carbs, you not don't have a lot of fruit in the house, don't have a lot of vegetables. Eventually, you're going to try, but that is going to fall back. I remember me myself, right? So I was in college way back when, and my first year, I went off to college. I had been living with my parents. I was a little bit pudgy. They used a little bit chunky. But as I got into that environment where I was able to decide what food I eat, decide whether I wanted salads or if I wanted this or I wanted that. Eventually, I ended up losing about 35 pounds being on campus. I ended up putting on muscle, all these different things because I was able to create a different environment for myself. So in the same way is it as we are preparing, whether it's for business, whether it's for weight loss, whether it's just in terms of looking to find yourself in a better relationship, we need to audit our environments. Ask ourselves, are the people that we are surrounded by, are they doing the things that we're looking to become one day? They always say that, show me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. This is so true and 100%. So as you're finding yourself in situations where you're not particularly able to finish up with that process, to complete exactly what is it that you wanted to complete, you need to look around and say, is my environment encouraging me in the direction in which I'm going? And if not, then it might be time to make a change. In life, is really difficult to leave things that we have done for our entire lives, right? So we have family members, we have friends, different things that have helped to make us who we are. But those same things aren't always the most helpful when it comes time to go from where we are to who we want to become. So it's necessary to make sure that we are making sure we having the right ingredients, the right motivations, and the right people around us in our corners, the right advisors to direct us. For me, I had decided a long time ago that I wanted to go into business, and it wasn't the right time, a few years ago or whatever. But what I started doing, I started listening to people who were in business, started listening to podcasts, started listening to different things that were happening that can help to encourage me in whatever direction I was looking to go. And then as that became my environment day in and day out, listening to different people speak about how it is that they went from being in the tough situation to being able to accomplish what they wanted to accomplish, eventually was able to get that started. And once you're able to get it started, you have a space. We're able to purchase our home. Now I have my own office where I can come and record. So as we're doing this and we're continuing on, you just want to continue to find and to change and always be shifting in a direction that helps to get you where you are. This is a never ending process. We as people, I see my beard here. I have to cut my beard once a week, twice a week, or not once a week, once every 2 weeks or something like that. So this is a process that never ends. Like the same way you wake up and you brush your teeth, so in the same way do we have to continue editing and auditing and making sure that we're heading in the right direction. In terms of consistency, right? I think about in the Bible where Abraham, he God told him that you're going to have a child, and he is 75 years old at that time, and he's looking, he's like, how does that even possible? But he continues and he believes that this essentially is going to happen. So in the same way for us, right, is whatever it is that you're doing, something that you have on your heart, something that you're looking to become one day. Don't let your environment hold you back. For me, I've moved across country 4 or 5 times in seek of setting up that perfect environment to where it is that I will be able to thrive in. And as I'm here right now, I've been blessed. We're really surrounded by people who have gone off and accomplished. And every time we talk to one of them, the guests that I talk to every week, people who are just encouraging me that of the things that they have been able to do, it's becoming more and more just part of my environment.